So when I turned 30 recently, something like just changed. I don't know why, but the way my mindset started to look at things, like I turned 30 last week and like I just feel different. So I wanted to make this video to help you become a man who is capable, a man who is strong, a man who is powerful, and a man who is socially resilient. Okay, so that way you can get what you want out of life. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you get what you want out of life. I know a thing or two about this because I've accomplished pretty much every goal I've ever had, and I typically do a bit more than most people. Okay? Because of that, if you're a part of this channel and you've been watching this channel and you like the content I produce, I want you to align with these traits and these beliefs with how you see yourself. You are capable, you are strong, you are powerful, you are socially resilient because you are getting what you want out of this life. Every single dude I've ever met in my life, every single dude I've ever met in my entire life who has these traits, pretty much everybody who views them looks at that dude and goes, yes, that is alpha, or he represents that. That type of guy gets what he wants, and he's not ashamed of it. I'm here to let you in on a little secret. You don't have to be ashamed of what you want. So let me give you an example here. Okay, if you're here on this channel, you are here to get what you want out of life, and my job, especially as I age, okay, is to simplify this for you. To boil down all the principles that I know and get you results as fast as possible with doing the least amount of work. That's called wisdom. Okay? So let me give you an example. If you see a hot woman, your brain goes, I want her. That's it. That's pretty normal. The bad boy, if you want to call it that, because that's what all the game gurus over whatever have been calling it for however long, that guy's okay with that. When he sees her and he goes, I want her, he's not ashamed of his desires. Okay? Now, instead of labeling that a bad boy, I want you to just start to label that as being a normal man. A normal man who is capable, strong, powerful, socially resilient, and gets what he wants out of life. Let her label you whatever she would like to label you. I want you to just identify with what is rock solid to help you be a good functioning human being. So you see a hot woman and you go, I want her. Okay? Now, 99%ers out there, dudes with that 99%er mindset, you can't even listen to them no matter what they say in the comment section. Oh, I ain't talking to her. Oh, I ain't validating her. Oh, it's worth my peace, not worth my peace. Oh, blah, blah, modern women, this. Listen, you got to understand this. And I know this because I've done things in life. 99%ers have no balls to go after what they want ever. These guys who make excuses never start the business that they want to start, never do what it takes to go and just get their first customer, never do what it takes to be consistent in the gym and just build the body, never do what they want to get the hot girl that they really want. They don't do anything. All they do is they make excuses and they say the juice isn't worth the squeeze, or they say in business the market's too saturated, or they say that she has too many options in her social media inbox. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. There has been times in my life where I've walked up to a woman and I say, hey, excuse me, thought you were so pretty. Hey, excuse me, didn't know I'd see the prettiest girl today when I went on my walk. And she smiles. I said, what's your name? She told me. I told her mine. We exchanged phone numbers and I went out with her a couple days later. That's happened to me and it's been that simple. In that 30 seconds, I didn't lose my peace. I didn't over-validate and lose self-respect for my life. No, I went after what I wanted. And whether I got rejected, if I would have in that circumstance or not, I didn't go to bed thinking that, oh, I lost self-respect and all this. These excuses that I'm seeing guys have is like so conditioned into their mindset to be passive. I'm going to help you break free from all that. Listen, regret hurts in life. Regret hurts in life far worse than rejection. If you never start the business you wanted to start, that's going to hurt way worse than getting rejected by a prospect on a sales call. Listen, if you never approach the hot girl you wanted to talk to, you will live with that forever. There's been times in my life where I've literally gotten my crush. So the girl I had a crush on, I attracted her and I dated her. Most guys never get that opportunity. And it starts with identifying with the fact that you're okay with going after what you want. So most guys with no will, like they have no internal will to go and get what they want out of life. they will say, oh, I'm not going to validate her. I'm not going to give her free attention. Here's my favorite. What did she do to deserve it? She didn't do anything, but who gives a crap? Who cares? Who cares? Go and talk to her if that's what you want. Like, I'm going to help you break free from all this, but it starts by adapting and adopting the mindset of no more excuses. No more excuses why we can't win. No more excuses. And listen, for guys who say, oh, well, I don't have the right pre-selection, I don't have the right images on social media, I don't have the right profile on my dating app. Dude, you can do all that. You literally, like, let's just actually use some logic here. You can go and talk to the hot girl when you're on the bike trail or you're on the walk path and ask her how she's doing, and you want to take her out, and you can do that sometime. You can go and do that. And guess what, bro? You can still have a dating app. Wow. Ain't that awesome? Well, you can still have a dating app. Oh my God, wow. So this is just total BS. Okay. Life is about going after what you want. Not what the guru on social media told you to want. Not what I told you to want. Not what your parents told you to want. Life is about going after what you want. You. What you want. Okay? You commit to what you want out of life. Okay? And it starts with being okay with being direct about your desires. So listen, when it comes to game with a woman, when it comes to game, when it comes to social skills and having a personality socially, okay, please listen to me. You have to learn how to be direct with your communication. I want to take you out. I think you are pretty. Hello, I think you are pretty. I want to take you out. You have to do what scares you. Listen, you have to learn how to be direct, okay? You have to learn how to be a direct masculine man before you ever have the social skills to go indirect. You have to do this. You have to learn this. When guys try to be indirect socially and they try to like create attraction without giving too much power away and all this, do you understand how much mental gymnastics you are putting yourself through? Do you understand how like advanced that is? And a lot of guys, you don't even have to be that advanced. I've been on dates before by just saying, hey, you're pretty, let's go out sometime. Let's switch numbers. That simple. No game. No game at all. Isn't that amazing? Some of you might find a girlfriend, a wife, you might have a family by literally just saying that one thing because you stepped outside of your shell, you stepped outside of your comfort zone. You have to learn how to be a direct masculine man before you ever have the social skills to go indirect. So, listen, how do you adopt this mindset? You do it by just living by this one rule. Okay, I say and I do what I want. Not like in an aggressive way. I say and I do what I want. No, just I say and I do what I want. If I want a steak, I will look at the server and I'll say, I would like my steak rare. I would like my steak medium rare. I'm okay with that. Okay? If I want a coffee, I will go to the coffee shop and I'll say, I would like an Americano. I would like a latte. No shame in that. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's what I'm drinking. If I want some sleep and I don't want to go out with all my friends on Saturday night, I will text them and I will say, I need to sleep. My apologies. I know that it sucks and you guys want to see me. I am very tired. Send. See you next week. Send. If there's a woman, okay, if I think she's pretty, listen, if I think she's pretty, I will say, I want your number. I would like your number. Just like that. That's it. You have to learn how to be okay with your desires. Most men just don't go after what they want in life, and I'm seeing that this is like a more and more recurring theme. Okay, especially as like younger generations are so glued to the cell phone. Like, we have to escape this a bit, and we have to actually be okay with like just being a dude that like gets what he wants. Like, this is so easy if you just allow yourself to be okay with a simple sentence. I want to take you out. I want to go here with you. I will take us to do this. Would you like to come with me? I want to do this. Very, very simple. So I am not afraid of being told no, nor does this make me feel like I lost my peace. This is the biggest BS excuse that weak men say. Weak men will say this excuse, I just want to keep my peace. Juice isn't worth the squeeze. I'm just keeping my peace. Bro, there's been times in my life where I've woken up at 8 a.m. and I went out, and by 1 o'clock p.m., I did 5 approaches. And I probably walked away with 3-4 numbers. That quick. I didn't lose no damn peace. And if I would have gotten rejected, or if she would have given me an attitude, and I'm talking to her face to face and I'm getting this attitude and this cold vibe, I will politely and quietly turn and walk the other way. No peace was lost. The only thing was 30 seconds of my day, 30 seconds of my time. Guess what happens when you allow yourself to be the masculine man who's the active initiator in the conversation? A lot of women are actually attracted to that. Oh my God, isn't that amazing? A lot of women actually want to talk to you. How cool is that? Like, how cool is that they actually want to talk to you if you allow yourself to open your mouth? So this is like blatantly obvious, okay? And it's just weak excuses. Like, I've never lost peace over a woman. I've never went to bed and go, I lost my self-respect because I said she was pretty. No, 9 times out of 10, she smiles and she blushes and says thank you. There's been women who I've approached before, and I've asked to take them out, and they said it's been years since this has happened to them. That has happened to me personally. So, like, this is not very hard, okay? The reason why, as a man in life, you want to start your social skills journey with direct communication is for this one reason. You want to get to a point where you're no longer ashamed of your desires. And you no longer have to beat around the bush and be so, like, covert and hidden and try to use all this game techniques and strategies. A lot of guys who do this, man, you will work yourself up into so much anxiety. Was this the right thing to say? Did I overvalidate? Did I undervalidate? No. Here's my validation. I'm not going to think about this a lot. I don't care a whole lot to think about this the right way. If you want to go out with me, you'll switch me numbers and we'll go out. And if not, I'm going to turn around and I'll never see you again. And that's that. And I ain't losing no peace. Okay? Very basic. No longer afraid of my desires. No longer afraid of your desires. Okay? This is why a guy can't get the girl that he wants, or any girl for that matter, is because he's not upfront with going after with what he wants. This is why he can't start the business. This is why he can't get in shape. This is why he just doesn't win in general. Guys who don't win, it's because they don't ask for the win. They don't ask for the win. Like, this is blatantly obvious. He doesn't allow himself to win in the first place. If you think, the girl you see at the gym that you think is so hot, if you never walk up to her and start talking to her, and you never say, hey, I'd like to take you out sometime, you want to switch numbers, how is she supposed to ever know where you're wanting to lead that interaction? Are you going to trip, fall, and stumble one day, and hopefully socially you two are out and just meet at the perfect moment with this friend group together, and she just makes eye contact with you and just pulls out her phone and coincidentally says, hey, please have my number? No, that's not going to happen. Make something happen. I've had to make everything happen for myself in life. Every dollar I have ever made in my business, I had to generate. Every single thing I built, I had to build myself. Every single rep in the gym, I had to build. Every single approach I had to do to fortify my confidence, I had to go and do it. Eventually, you're going to have to tell yourself you're okay with being a doer, and you're okay with being a bit different than your friends, and you're okay with going after what you want in this life, and that's okay. The way I came to terms with this over the years was by this one simple column. I just started analyzing, okay? I analyzed my actual personality. So I want you to analyze your actual personality and what you care about. What is it that you care about? Okay? Let me give you an example. Not what you're told to care about, but what you actually care about. I'll give you an example. If I see a hot woman, there's some guys, they love small talk. They love to sit there and just BS back and forth. I'm not really like that. I don't care a whole lot about simple sentences of stuff going on in people's life. I just don't. I'm not a mean guy. I'm still going to be very nice, right? I'm still a nice guy. Like, hey, how you doing? I'll smile at you and I'll talk to you. But I'm not really the type to sit there and spend tons of minutes just BSing a whole lot, okay? So if I see a hot woman, okay, I don't really care a whole lot about, hey, where are you from? What are you doing? Where are you working at? All this stuff, or any like small talk. Like, I don't really care. There's some guys, they thrive in that, and that's them. That's not me. I'm a little bit more, prioritize time a little quicker, okay? I'm a man and I communicate as such, okay? So I want to know if she'll go out with me, and that's that. That's all I want to know. I'm going to tell her I want to take her out, and I'm going to just start with that. And that's all I want to know. And if she ain't into that, then that's fine. Then I'll find a different woman who is. That's it. No games, nothing. No lost my peace, nothing. Now, when I say I'm a nice guy about it, you can still be a direct guy who's direct and still, like, be a good human with social skills. You don't have to sound robotic. You can say, hey, excuse me, I thought you were so pretty. What's your name? Do you want to go out with me sometime? I'd love to take you out. That's a direct approach. I softened it with my tone for good social skills and good human-to-human dynamic. But it's like, you have to get to this point. Like I said, here's why I know this works, okay? I've done this numerous times in my life, okay? Numerous times. So this is where I know it works. For any of you saying, oh, that's not textbook game, that's not good game, there's people who I know who are top performers at their company, literally top performers, sales reps, top performers, who don't follow the script at all because they're just good at what they do. They're just good, okay? I'm trying to make an analogy here so you understand. You can just do things and get results. So here's how I know that this works. There's been times before where I just walked up and I said, hey, excuse me, thought you were pretty, let's switch numbers, let's go out. And then 2 days later, we just met. That's it. That's all it was. And I know that this works because I've done it. I've done it, so I know that it works. So listen, my first business was CZ Fitness is what I called it, like CZ Fitness. It was CaseyZanderHealth.com. That's what I used to do years ago when I was really in my early 20s. And there was tons of my friends or like people around me, or like I didn't really know if it would work. It wasn't like socially, not everybody was like doing this and being an internet person. But I didn't care. I just did it because I wanted to. And then I made my first couple $100,000 doing it because I just did things. I just did it. No one taught me, I just did it. So like if you get used to just doing things, I know that this works because this is how I built my whole life, okay? When you do stuff, okay, and you allow yourself to freely just go after what you want in life, you do win. So I want you to be a man who's capable, strong, powerful, socially resilient so you can actually get what you want. Join us inside the community that I built so that way I can help you learn, understand, and master the language of women. I think it's some of my best work. We've built an amazing community, so I want to see you inside of there. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.